Hello, it's Stephanie with Coffee Paper Scissors. I'm working on the journal cover for this Grungy journal. Yesterday I made the base. Let me pull out all the signatures. I did cardstock and tons of glue. I covered it with, at Christmas time they have the tube for the wrapping paper, and sometimes it's like a full tube, like a toilet paper tube, but then other times it's kind of like rolled up craft paper. That's what this was. I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. Okay. I reinforced this side with Tyvek so it won't tear. I have so much stuff here to put on top, and I'm hoping that I do it in the right sequence. The front or the back doesn't really matter. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't ink, and most of it is not going to be seen, but I do want to go ahead and ink before I start putting stuff down. So let me pause this. All right, all inked up. And, I try to think of a different way to do a closure, but you'll see when I'm putting the stuff on the cover, I don't see where I can add something. So I'm doing this. It'll be fine. Just hot glue it on, and I'm gonna have plenty of stuff. I have no idea what I'm gonna put on the back of the journal. I have no idea at all. The front's going to be awfully full, trying to layer up stuff. Where's my little thingy? Here it is. Let's see if I can get to it before my glue dries. Not dries, hardens. Probably more than I need, but that's okay. Might need that. Okay. Lots of layers. I have so much stuff over here. Make sure you guys are... And I don't know. I might work like this. Squish, squash, squashed. Okay. This is going to go down here. Seems too big. It's not too big. So I'm going to be using this on the cover. I did not make this. This was given to me by Dale at Not Too Shabby Chic. I'll link her channel. I don't think she's been making videos lately. But I mean, the last time I checked, I didn't see anything, but I haven't checked in a little while, so. Okay, I'm looking for all my little pieces. I have things to kind of line. So many pieces, you guys. This. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that might be, I feel like there was another piece. Oh yeah, it's this one. 1, 2, 3, maybe it was that 4. Okay. Okay. What on earth, right? I'm going to take these and glue them down so that they're hanging off around all the sides. to be crazy. I want to be able to see what's hanging off, but I don't want to be able to see that much of it. That's probably good. And then I'll do this side. This side is not as long, but it's okay. I made up for it with other stuff. So I layered everything up and then I took a picture of it. Actually, I need this hanging down some. But how it's all going to fit together is, you know, I'm not quite sure because, you know, when you're just laying things down, it's not exactly where it's going to go. So how it all turns out, we're going to find out together. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to put on the back. I don't know what I'm going to put on the inside. But I thought I needed to just kind of, you know, get done with something. Not, yeah, kind of done-ish. Okay, I have this one. It's going to be up here. I don't know how far that goes. I don't think it goes all the way, but I have something else to put there. And then, of course, I just keep turning it around to see how far it's hanging off. So the inside has about that much hanging off, which I think is pretty good. Okay, and then what? I'm thinking I'm gonna put the full thing down. That's the cover. And I'm wanting, you know, things to be a little bit rough, you know, so for that to be a little crooked, that's good. I don't know how it's gonna show up back there, but okay, I'm gonna do Fabri-Tac along the edge, and then I'll do art glitter glue in the center so that we can move on a little faster, I think. It's really kind of porous paper, this paper is, so I'm going to need to use quite a bit, unfortunately, but because, you know, this stuff isn't really inexpensive. Okay, and then I'm just going to center it-ish on here. I don't want it too off. Let's see. Move this a bit. Come down a bit. Trying to work quickly for your sake and mine, really. Okay. think that's good. All right, what's next? Okay, I have some layers that I'm going to put kind of just sticking out. I think I like this. And I think I'm going to hot glue this because, you know, it'll just do it more quickly. So we're just going to add a little hot glue there, squish it down. It also will let me kind of crunch it up a little bit that way, which is good. All right, what did I think next? I have, this is going to be up here somewhere. See, it finishes off this little bit. Wanted that. That's not going to show, unfortunately. I like that that's like that, but I don't really have a way of making that show, but that's all right. Just lay it on its side. Okay. I have some colored lace. This also was gifted to me by Dale at Not Too Shabby Chic. And only a little bit of it is going to show. Most of it's going to be covered, but it gives kind of a fun color poking out. So messy, you guys. I feel like I want that hanging down a little farther. And then I have another piece to tie it in, going up here. And so remember, it's going to be, I don't want it hanging too much off this side. Thinking. Maybe, I think I need to, I don't like how pointy this is. I'm just going to trim a little bit. Right. What's next? Okay. So this is where I'm going to have to just kind of start laying things down and see how it looks once I laid it down. Okay, I have, where is it? This actually goes, I'm trying to do lots of layers. Lots and lots of layers. There's a little piece of lace somewhere. Do you guys see it? Here it is. And very little of this is going to show the this polka dot paper. This one's going to be a little difficult because it's, I don't want to, oh yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I don't want to break the glue bonds. So I'm going to have to poke some glue back down underneath there. Just poke a little back there right now. Ouch. That's some hot glue. The hot glue will hold it. I have this. Okay, this is going to go here, and this kind of go like that. I think I'm gonna stand up. I haven't inked this one. My ink is so dry. I use so much of it right now doing this journal. Okay, I think I want that like that maybe, or under. I think I want it on top. Actually, under. And then I have one down here that I want to kind of hang out from the underneath part. I put brads in it, but I don't want it hanging too far off the edge because then it'll get, so I have to move this accordingly. That polka dot paper, almost none of it is even visible, is it? Isn't that silly? Oh well. I could scoot it over just a little bit. No, I don't like that. That's good. What else do I have? Was there anything else I was going to put on this thing? All right, let's see what I can put down. I'm going to move this and oh goodness, I'm going to put line here. So I want that to go right there and right to the edge. Glue that. I'm going to glue that right where it is. Isn't that silly? Okay. I'm being like real haphazard crafter right now. It'll all be held down. Oopsie, I got a little glue coming out. Okay, this. Oh, there is something else that I have. I doubt it'll even be seen. This is not staying on. Okay, so I wanted it up in this corner. And then like that, I think. Dale sent this to me a long time ago, and I am finally using it. this, nope, not that. I see, I have this. And again, it's probably not necessary, but will it even be seen? I'm wondering if I need to use a little bit somewhere else. Ink that bottom part. If I have some coming out down here as well, maybe. Maybe. I'm thinking, all right, I'm gonna have to just start putting stuff down. Okay, just glue it. Just glue it down, Stephanie, just glue it down. On the top, I'm gonna put a little bit of hot glue just to get it to stay put right away, because it's, you know, fabric up there. Ouch, it got me again. Actually, it wasn't that bad. And then this one, I don't even know if this is going to be seen, but I'm going to go ahead and put it down. So I'm going to put glue here and then hot glue around the edge. Okay. Now what? I think I'm going to put that down so that I can go by where it is on where to put this. And then again, hot glue on the edge because of the brads. I like the different layers, ouch. I like the different layers right here. And so this way I get to see all of them. Hopefully I didn't just cause myself a problem with the placement now. We're about to find out. It does hang off quite a bit. I guess maybe I'm going to have to do it like that. So I'm only going to see 2 of my brads. That's okay though. Otherwise it's just going to be hanging too far off the edge of the journal, I think. I'm wondering if I glue it to the back, that would make it easier. Okay, I'm scared. I'm gonna hot glue this part. I'm just gonna, I can't see what I'm doing, but perhaps you guys can see. Good, good. I was thinking about book corners. I have some book corners I could stick on there. This still needs to go up here. Let's go ahead and put that down. Need a little bit of ink on here. Nope, it's the wrong side. Oh, no wonder. No wonder. I did the wrong side. Wait, which side did I want? I think I wanted the other side. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I'm sure of it. Okay, where's my glue? I have the book corners. You guys, I was looking for I have some rusted paper clips. I have no idea where I put them. I cannot find them. I thought they were in one of these things. And no, I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. I don't like the straight lines. Actually, I think it's too much. Which is funny because, you know, too much. Okay, we're not going to do that. All right. Need to make sure I have enough hot glue ready to go, because this is going to be like one of those has to happen fast things. So I'm going to put, I think I'm going to put this kind of glue in the center. Is this what I want? I don't know if this is what I want, but this is what I'm using, obviously. Okay, and then this is where it's gonna get kind of hairy because I'm gonna run out and have to put another thing in. Okay, hopefully it didn't harden. Is that where I wanted it? I don't know, but that's where it is. Okay, and then I need to glue this stuff down. Okay. The front. I'm off to the side looking at it myself. All right, I think that that's pretty good. I don't know if I'll end up adding something or not. I really wish I could find my it's not necessary, not necessary. I wish I could find my I feel like I need another piece of this right here. My rusted safety pins, you guys. I don't know what I did with them. So I'm thinking I'm just going to take a little edge and see. I don't know if I'm gonna, that's way too much. Kind of poke it under. Smaller piece like that. That's what it needed, huh? Smaller was better. Okay, it's gonna be hot glued in. I had it folded and then also tucked, so I gotta put glue in a couple places. There we go. That helped. That helped that little corner. All right, I have to figure out the back and the spine, all of that. I'm working on getting the back side of the journal covered. Just about done with it. I have the spine covered, but I'm still going to be sewing in the signatures and adding, I'm not sure what, beads, buttons, charms. I don't know what I'm going to find that will go with the journal, so I'm not quite sure what I'll be adding, but something. And I have a feeling it's not going to be real easy because of what well, it's not easy anyway when you're adding charms and things like that, or beads, buttons, all those things. When you're adding those to your signature threads on the outside, it's not easy. So it's going to be a lot of work. I've added another strip of that yellowish brown lace, and then I have some finer lace just sewn onto a piece of paper there. I have the signatures inside the journal to try to hold it up to make it easier to work on. Okay, I have this scrap of, I don't know what it is, very thick canvasy type fabric, and I sewed some buttons onto it. I think we'll hot glue that down. I think I'll start by just tacking it down here, and then I'll lift it and go that way and get each one of the thread knots. All right, and then the final thing is just this little cluster that I made to kind of sit there at the bottom. Let me see if you guys are in camera. Yes. And it is all ready to go. So we're just going to glue. And get it on the little edge of the butterfly wing there so that stays down real well. And I think I'll put, well, there's a lot of glue there, but it's the back of the journal, so, you know, it'll be sitting on it. I'm going to put the hot glue right on the edges to get those brads glued down once again. So you guys probably noticed as I turned off the camera and I've been kind of working, man, I had a glue mess going on. You probably saw it. There was glue everywhere. This, I would leave it laying down and it was leaking. There's just kind of a mess everywhere. So you probably saw it and you're like, oh my gosh, Stephanie. But it was frantic work. Sorry if you hear my husband. He just woke up from a nap, so he's making all the nap noises. Okay, so I think what I'll do is lay it out flat for you to see. Probably going to have to stick that down a little bit. It's something. I don't know if you guys are in camera way up here either. I have little strings and I have everything kind of everywhere. Quite the mess. Okay. So let me pull the signatures out. So the inside is still just plain. There's the back. So on the edge or on the spine, once I get it done, I'll kind of tack the fabric down a little bit more. But I just put three different kinds of, three different kinds of things there. 2 pieces of fabric and then some lace, kind of scrunched up here and there. So I'm going to sew over them and put whatever decorative on the top. So I'll lay it out flat. I think it's pretty good. It looks grungy to me. That was the goal. All right, I have quite the mess to clean up and then sewing in signatures. I might show you the beading. I don't know, you guys. I'm gonna see how it goes, and if I think I can manage to show you sewing in with adding beads, then I will, but if not, you won't see anymore. We'll see. Thought I'd just show you real quickly. I've laid out beads and buttons to add to the spine. I don't know if this is how it's going to work, but that's my intention. I have 5 signatures. How's that all gonna fit? We'll see. We'll see if it does. Not quite sure. Finally finished with the cover. I really had to move the camera up. It's a 3-inch spine. So here is how the spine turned out. I love it, you guys. It took me about 2 hours to get all of those on there. And one of the things that took so long was getting the strings tight, because they move, you know, and if you sew something in, they move, and it's a lot easier tightening those things up when there's not a lot of buttons and beads on them. It took a long time, and my fingers are really sore. I added some things on the front cover here, just a little bit here and there. And then I think I showed you the back, and I added that just a little bit ago. I still have to cut these off. I thought about hanging charms, but I don't want to overdo it, right? That might be a little too far. So, and then the tie is real simple. There's lots of space. I need to fill in pockets and things like that I've made, but haven't put anything in yet. But I hope you guys like the cover. Thank you to Dale for this gift. I'm glad I finally got to use it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye.